The dim streetlights flickered, casting eerie shadows that seemed to dance menacingly along the buildings. It was a night that felt alive with secrets, and Oliver couldn't shake the feeling that he was being watched. Oliver was a reserved man, a creature of habit who rarely ventured out after dark. Yet, on this fateful night, a mysterious letter had arrived at his doorstep. The sender was unknown, and the message simply read, "Meet me at midnight, where the cold winds whisper secrets." Intrigued and unnerved, Oliver found himself compelled to follow the cryptic instructions. As he reached the outskirts of town, the chill in the air seemed to intensify. The moon cast an otherworldly glow on the desolate landscape, and Oliver hesitated before stepping into an ancient cemetery. Tombstones loomed like silent sentinels, their inscriptions weathered and worn. The wind carried the distant sound of rustling leaves, a symphony of the macabre. A figure emerged from the shadows, clad in tattered robes that billowed like specters in the night. The face was obscured, and a cold shiver ran down Oliver's spine. "You came," a raspy voice echoed from the mysterious figure. "Why am I here?" Oliver stammered, his breath visible in the frigid air. The figure extended a gnarled hand, holding out a weathered photograph. "This town hides dark secrets, Oliver. Secrets that have haunted it for generations." Reluctantly, Oliver took the photograph and gasped. It depicted a group of people from decades ago, standing in front of a grand mansion that now lay in ruins. Among them was a younger version of Oliver, a chilling realization that sent a shock through his veins. The past has a way of catching up, Oliver. Tonight, the truth will unfold, and you will be forced to confront the shadows that linger in the cold night, the figure intoned cryptically before vanishing into the darkness. As the clock struck midnight, Oliver stood alone in the graveyard, the photograph clutched in his trembling hands. The wind whispered secrets, and the night seemed to hold its breath, as if anticipating the revelation of long-buried truths. The following days weighed heavily on Oliver's shoulders as he delved into the history of the town. The photograph had opened a door to a forgotten chapter of his life, one that held the key to the town's enigmatic past. He discovered tales of a grand mansion, once a hub of opulence, now reduced to ruins after a tragic fire claimed the lives of its inhabitants. Haunted by the specters of the past, Oliver retraced the steps of his younger self. The decaying mansion stood as a solemn reminder, its charred remains echoing with the whispers of memories long gone. Determined to uncover the truth, Oliver began to unravel a web of secrets that had woven itself through generations. Late one night, guided by an invisible hand, Oliver found himself standing before the remnants of the mansion's library. Dusty books lined the shelves, each holding untold stories of love, betrayal, and tragedy. As he flipped through the pages, a faded letter fell from one of the volumes, bearing a familiar handwriting, his own. The letter detailed a forbidden love, a clandestine affair that had led to the fire that consumed the mansion. Oliver's heart raced as he realized the depth of his involvement in the tragedy. He was both victim and perpetrator, entwined in a dark tapestry of deceit. Haunted by guilt and the chilling memories, Oliver revisited the graveyard where he had met the mysterious figure. The wind whispered accusations, and shadows danced along the tombstones. It was there that the figure reappeared, its face still hidden in the folds of its robes. "You carry the weight of the past, Oliver. The only way to break free is to face the shadows within." The figure intoned, its voice a haunting echo. As Oliver confronted his own demons, the truth unfolded like a macabre tableau. The forbidden love, the betrayal, and the tragic fire, all intertwined to create a legacy of sorrow that had lingered for decades. The figure revealed itself to be a manifestation of the town's collective guilt, a spectral guardian tasked with exposing the hidden truths. With the revelation, the figure dissipated into the night, leaving Oliver alone amidst the shadows. The town seemed to exhale a collective sigh, as if relieved to have its secrets laid bare. As dawn broke, Oliver stood at the threshold of redemption, the cold night's grip slowly releasing its hold. However, the echoes of that fateful night would forever resonate in the town's history, a chilling reminder that sometimes the most haunting secrets are buried within the recesses of one's own soul. Oliver, burdened by the weight of his past, embarked on a journey of redemption. Armed with the knowledge of the town's secrets, he sought to mend the fractured relationships that had been severed by the tragedy. He faced the families affected by the fire, offering apologies and acknowledging his role in the dark chapter of the town's history. As Oliver confronted the ghosts of his past, he found solace in the forgiveness of those he had wronged. The town, too, began to heal as the truth spread like wildfire, replacing whispers with open conversations about the scars left by the tragedy. One by one, the shadows receded, and the cold night no longer seemed as menacing. Oliver's redemption became a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of confronting one's demons. The townsfolk, once haunted by a collective guilt, gradually embraced the process of healing. Months passed, and the cemetery, once a symbol of secrets and sorrow, transformed into a serene garden of remembrance. The ruins of the mansion, though still standing as a somber reminder, became a place for reflection rather than fear. Nature began to reclaim the scars left by the fire, breathing life into the desolation. As Oliver walked through the town square, he felt a sense of closure that had eluded him for years. The cold night, once a harbinger of dread, now held a tranquil beauty. The moonlit streets echoed with the laughter of children and the warmth of shared stories. In the end, the town emerged from the shadows, stronger and more united than ever before. The scars remained, etched into the landscape and the collective memory, but they were no longer festering wounds. Instead, they became a reminder of resilience and a capacity for redemption. Oliver, having faced his past with courage, found peace in the embrace of forgiveness and understanding. The cold night, which had once seemed insurmountable, now cradled the town in a gentle embrace. The story of that haunting night became a cautionary tale, urging the living to confront their demons before the shadows consumed them. And so, as the sun set on the once chilling town, a new chapter unfolded. The echoes of the cold night alone were replaced by the warmth of shared healing, a testament to the indomitable spirit that could arise even from the darkest corners of the human soul. The cold night enveloped the small town of Oak Ridge, casting a haunting stillness over its deserted streets. The air was thick with an eerie silence as Justin, a solitary figure, walked alone beneath the flickering streetlights. He pulled his jacket tighter around himself, attempting to ward off the penetrating chill that seemed to seep into his bones. Justin had always been a man of routine, but tonight was different. The emptiness of the town square, usually bustling with life, felt unsettling. His footsteps echoed through the vacant streets, creating an unsettling symphony in the night. The distant howl of a lone wolf intensified the feeling of isolation, sending shivers down Justin's spine. As he continued his solitary journey, he couldn't shake the sensation that he was being watched. Glancing over his shoulder, Justin saw only the shadows dancing in the dim light. He quickened his pace, attempting to escape the oppressive feeling that clung to him like a specter. The desolate park ahead appeared more ominous in the moonlight. Justin hesitated but pressed forward, drawn by an inexplicable force. A swing swayed gently in the cold breeze, creaking eerily as if echoing the laughter of children long gone. The rustling leaves whispered secrets that sent a chill through Justin's soul. His breath visible in the frigid air, Justin reached a dilapidated gazebo. As he entered its shelter, the wind whispered through the decaying wood, creating an unsettling melody. He couldn't shake the feeling that he was not alone, that the darkness held secrets waiting to be unraveled. Suddenly, the distant sound of footsteps echoed from behind. Justin's heart raced as he turned, expecting to find someone, anyone, in the desolate park. But there was only emptiness, the darkness swallowing his surroundings. He shook off the unease, convincing himself it was merely his imagination playing tricks. The night grew colder, and Justin, yearning for the warmth of his home, decided to leave the park. As he retraced his steps, the air thickened with an unspoken tension. Shadows seemed to dance menacingly around him, and a soft whisper carried through the breeze, chilling him to the core. Unbeknownst to Justin, the cold night had only just begun its descent into the realm of the unknown. As Justin stepped out of the park, the feeling of being watched intensified. He quickened his pace, hoping to escape the unsettling aura that clung to him. The dim glow of his street, lined with darkened houses, offered little solace. Turning a corner, Justin spotted a figure in the distance, a silhouette barely visible in the moonlit night. Anxiety tightened its grip on him as he watched the shadowy presence sway in and out of view. The rhythmic sound of footsteps echoed, growing louder with each passing moment. Fear clawed at Justin's throat as he tried to shake off the feeling that someone, or something, was tailing him. Glancing over his shoulder, he saw nothing but the empty street. Yet the footsteps persisted, matching his own in an unsettling synchrony. Desperation set in as Justin quickened his pace, navigating the labyrinthine streets in a futile attempt to lose his invisible pursuer. The cold night seemed to conspire against him, the oppressive silence amplifying the thud of his heart. Turning into an alley, Justin stumbled upon an old bookstore, its windows fogged from the inside. A flicker of hope ignited within him as he considered seeking refuge within. The door creaked open with a mournful wail as he stepped inside, the bell above announcing his arrival to an empty room. The bookstore, though dimly lit, exuded an otherworldly charm. Dusty shelves lined with forgotten books created an atmosphere of forgotten tales. Justin felt a sense of relief, believing he had escaped the unseen presence that haunted him. Little did he know that the true mystery awaited within the musty confines of the bookstore. As he browsed the shelves, Justin's eyes fell upon an ancient leather-bound book. Its cover, worn and weathered, bore an intricate symbol that sent a shiver down his spine. Hesitant but intrigued, he opened the book to find cryptic writings and illustrations that seemed to come alive in the dim light. As Justin delved deeper into the pages, the temperature within the bookstore plummeted. Frost formed on the windows, and the air became thick with an unsettling energy. Whispers echoed through the aisles, each word carrying the weight of centuries past. The ancient book seemed to be a portal to a realm where the line between reality and the supernatural blurred. Suddenly, the footsteps returned, louder and more menacing. Panic seized Justin as he slammed the book shut, the echoes of the whispers fading into an ominous silence. The atmosphere in the bookstore grew heavy with an unspoken malevolence. With trepidation, Justin turned to face the door, half expecting the spectral figure to materialize. The bell above jingled, but the door remained closed, trapping him in the frigid embrace of the chilling unknown. The air in the bookstore seemed to pulse with an unseen energy, freezing Justin in place. The ancient book lay heavy in his hands, its secrets lingering like a whispered curse. The footsteps outside the door ceased, replaced by an unsettling stillness that filled the room. As Justin stood paralyzed, a soft glow emanated from the pages of the mysterious book. The symbol on its cover glowed with an ethereal light, casting strange shadows across the dusty shelves. Whispers, indistinguishable yet laden with urgency, echoed through the dimly lit space. The bookstore transformed into a realm of uncertainty, a nexus between the tangible and the supernatural. Justin, caught in the midst of the unknown, felt the weight of ancient secrets pressing down upon him. The temperature continued to drop, and the frost on the windows spread like creeping tendrils. Summoning the courage to confront the enigma before him, Justin opened the book once more. The pages turned as if guided by an unseen force, revealing a cryptic passage that seemed to beckon him into the depths of a hidden truth. As he read, the whispers grew louder, their voices intertwining with the shadows that danced across the room. Justin's breath formed misty clouds in the frigid air as the atmosphere crackled with an otherworldly energy. The boundary between reality and the supernatural blurred, and he felt himself becoming entwined with forces beyond his understanding. In the midst of the mystic revelation, the door to the bookstore creaked open. A gust of wind, laden with an otherworldly chill, swept through the room. The shadows coalesced, taking form as a spectral figure that materialized from the depths of the night. Justin's heart pounded in his chest as he faced the apparition, its eyes gleaming with an ancient wisdom. The whispers crescendoed, revealing a tale of a forgotten pact and an unresolved destiny. The spectral figure, a guardian of the arcane knowledge within the book, sought a conduit to bridge the realms and unveil the mysteries of the past. Embracing the inevitable, Justin became the vessel through which the supernatural secrets would be unraveled. The bookstore, once a haven for forgotten tales, transformed into a portal of transcendence. The spectral figure guided Justin through the ethereal currents, weaving a tapestry of ancient truths and enigmatic revelations. As dawn approached, the bookstore returned to its dormant state. The footsteps, the whispers, and the chilling presence all dissipated. Justin, left alone in the now silent room, held the closed book in his hands, its weight both a burden and a key to understanding the unfathomable. The sun's first rays filtered through the frost-covered windows, dispelling the remnants of the night's mysteries. Justin, changed by the encounter, left the bookstore with a newfound knowledge etched into his soul. The small town of Oak Ridge, unaware of the supernatural events that transpired, awoke to a cold morning, oblivious to the secrets that lingered just beneath the surface. And so, the chilling night, laden with whispers and shadows, faded into memory, leaving only the enigma of a solitary figure forever marked by the ancient tales woven into the fabric of that cold and haunting night.